Hi YouTube, we're out here at the tiny house slash RV on the farm. The cows just walked by a minute ago, but I missed my opportunity to film that. Maybe I'll see them on their way back. They went to go get a drink. We're just appreciating the view out the back window of the camper. Um, but last night I got in here real late. I had a couple long extension cords I had bought. I wasn't sure how much length I needed, so I did do overkill. But I plugged everything in last night to the plug-in that I found. I wasn't real sure where the plug-in was either, but I was able to get power in the camper here. We'll pan in here with the camera, but that's just a tiny LED light I bought, table light, desk light at Walmart. I do have a power strip there coming in, hooked up to an extension cord that's running in. And like I said, I did have overkill. I have an extra 50-foot extension cord that I can maybe even use for something else, or make a dedicated cord for just the heater. I'm going to upgrade the situation. We'll talk about the situation. So I have the one heavy duty cord running in with the power strip. I'm running the space heater off of it, which takes 1,500 watts. And then I have the LED light. I also bought an LED lamp. It's not on right now. We will turn it on. It's bright. So that really lights up camp when it's dark. But the electric heater, it almost seems to be running fine, but when you put it on, I have it on low, but when I put it on high, or there's this eco mode, it seems to dim the lights in here. And again, everything's running off the same extension cord, but it does seem to dim the lights. Low seems to offer me the brightest lights, so I'm just running it on low for now, but it's not ideal conditions. Nothing seems to be getting hot. I don't know how dangerous it necessarily is, but again, it's not ideal. I did bring the buddy heater back in. You can see the buddy heater right there. I'm not using it now, but I did when it was cold in here. I helped out the electric space heater by running the buddy heater, and all while I was cooking too. So, like I said, I ran both heaters to kind of help the electric space heater, because again, you come in here and it's below freezing, and for this space heater, the space heater really isn't meant to be ran in that cold of conditions, I don't think, and to start from there. So we'll look back out the window here for a second. The cows have just came back from getting their drink. I don't know what's in the bucket, if he's got grain there or salt. But there is some kind of bucket there for the cows, or some kind of minerals or something. I have no idea what he has. I'm just guessing. But so this is my view, my life out here at the farm. It's very peaceful. My apartment in the city is not peaceful like this at all. I mean, there's a lot of people coming and going. There's a lot of drama. I've been yelled at. I keep to myself, but the neighbors, they, hey you, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. I don't like that stuff. I don't like dealing with that stuff. I pay rent for a reason, and if I'm paying rent and I got to deal with that, I'd rather live out here on the farm and watch the cows do their thing and live here in peace. So the electricity is hooked up. Let me zoom back in here. The electricity is hooked up. I'm not 100% sure as it sits right now if I'm going to continue using the electric heat. It does work. And it is convenient. It runs all night long. Oh, we got more cows showing up to the party. The electric heat is convenient. It runs all night long, continuous. That's nice, compared to the propane that will run out while you're sleeping. So I like the electric for that. I need to get this wired better than an extension cord though, and actually get real electricity here to the RV where I could plug in the, plug in the space heater into its own outlet and run off that, and not have to worry about it bogging down. It's just running pure heat and, burning up good old fashioned American electricity. That would be ideal condition. Right now, it is below freezing right now. It's below 0 Celsius. It's below 30 Fahrenheit. It's cold out there. We got a lot of snow here in the UP. I'll walk over to the door and we'll take a look. Walk out here. Just open the door and take a look at what we're dealing with. Zoom in. Cows don't necessarily they kind of knock the snow down, but there is a lot of snow here. Hi guys. We'll come back here into the camper. Like I said, I stayed the night last night. There's my bedding up on the top bunk. I was just running the electric heat last night. That was it. It was below freezing last night too. And it did get warm by this morning. I was ready to turn off the heat or turn down the heat if I could. The bottom bunk, again, is kind of a big storage space at the moment. I just have a change of clothes in there. So I did make dinner a minute ago. I made like a grilled cheese, but there's a burger in there. I also made a burger and grilled it inside the grilled cheese. There's a ham and cheese noodle salad here too. So that's what we're gonna have for dinner out here at camp. I made it on this propane burner. These do work really well. They're cheap. It wasn't that expensive. I got it at Walmart. So I have a big pot here that I heat up water for dishes on the same burner, and I have my pan there and spatula that I have to do dishes on. But again, I have light now. Having electricity, it makes everything easier, like doing dishes and stuff like that. So we'll turn that off. But yeah, we're running the electric heat now. It's nice, like I said, but it's not 100%. Right now with the situation with the long extension cord, I don't feel 100% about it. I feel for the most part it's probably safe to an extent. It's probably not recommended by any government standards, or electrician standards, but most people people who know better, I know nothing, to be honest, might say, oh my God, you're gonna die. So I don't really know what's going on, but I don't feel 100% comfortable with this space heater running off the extension cord. I feel like that's not recommended, and I'm sure it's not, but it does work. It is throwing out a nice amount of heat right now. It will eventually warm this up, and again, I think if this was wired correctly, it's funny, there's one post there, and these cows we'll try to zoom in on it. These cows are like scratching their neck on that post, and they're taking turns. So I'm gonna zoom back over. But that's what's going on there. So yeah, we're heating here with electric heat. We have electric lights. My next step is I want to get the internet. My phone does not work out here. There's no signal. I'm in a remote area of Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and there are areas up here where the phone signal dies, and I'm in one of them. It's the price you pay, I guess. So they do make these antennas. They're kind of like a cell phone booster, and one of my neighbors has them, and it works great. He has full cellular service. So if I had that, with my iPhone, I would have full internet and the ability to text and call people as well, and receive texts and calls. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up this video. Keep it short. It's very peaceful out here today. Again, I don't have. Things will change a little bit when I have the internet. I'll be able to cellular service. I'll be able to watch programs on YouTube and you know, listen to music a little easier. Once I get that going, I mean, I could play a radio out here, but these cows are really enjoying scratching their neck on that post. So, I mean, he's been at it for a minute here. And I feel like when he's done, another cow is going to take his place, and he's going to scratch what itches too. So I can't blame them. It's not like they have fingers and they can reach back and just scratch. So if something itches, you can't blame them for wanting to scratch it. I definitely would. But yeah, well, look, the window here is pretty foggy. But again, these are not normal RV windows. I mean, they're older than most of the people watching this video. Try to get a better zoom there. I mean, that's duct taped. There is a gap. I mean, there's air leak there. It's not. So yeah, them being steamed up is partially due to today it did snow and there was moisture on the window, but most of this is from running the propane. And maybe even just from having it warmer in here and colder out there, the moisture is condensing on the window. So it's kind of messed up. I was cooking this burger, this grilled cheese / burger, and I went to like scrape the burger grease out of the pan. And as I did, there was cows standing there watching me, and I'm like, that's kind of messed up. I'm cooking beef as cows are watching. So I quickly went back inside. I don't think they have a clue. So the whole herd is hanging out here now, it seems. I don't know. Maybe there's more. But yeah, this is day 2 out at camp. Like I said, the electric heater is hanging up. They're holding up, but it's not 100% up to my expectations, mainly because I'm running off a long extension cord and a power strip. I feel like it's not quite getting the full juice that it should be. I might fire up the buddy heater again later just to try to bring. The other thing that, let's be fair to the electric heater, the other thing is we're heating up this shell. You know, your house never gets cold. And if it does, it's not that cold. The walls and everything are still holding heat. The thin walls of this camper, when you turn the heat off, it only takes minutes. And everything's getting cold again. And this is probably better insulated than, a camper you buy. This has all been redone with cedar board, and there is foam insulation inside the walls that they put in, supposedly. I've kept it warm in colder temperatures with just the propane buddy heater, and sometimes I would cheat and use the propane cook stove. The thing about the propane cook stove and the propane buddy heater is they don't necessarily blow air. This electric space heater has a fan in there that's blowing out air, and it's blowing out hot air, but at the same time it's moving air, and when it's cold in here, it moves that cold air around too. It isn't just all hot air. So to be fair to the electric space heater, it takes a while to heat these walls back up and heat, even what seems like a small space. It takes a while, even for the propane heater and the propane burner running together, it takes a while to heat everything back up. So, I think if I had this wired right and I wasn't afraid to burn electricity throughout the winter months and just accepted it as part of this, and the space heater would run on low even when I was at work, obviously it'd be skirted and insulated along the bottom. I tried my best to conserve, energy. But I would definitely keep it heated probably when I wasn't even here, because it does take a while. And that's something maybe people don't talk about. It takes a good hour or two to heat up a camper. And you do have to keep a continuous amount of energy going to maintain the heat too. But, the question, can you heat a trailer in the dead of winter? I've been out here in the UP winter in some very cold temperatures, single digits Fahrenheit, well below 0 Celsius. And we kept it warm with just the buddy heater. So, yes, you can keep it warm, but it is, like I said, you have to keep continuous heat going for the most part, because once the heat source stops, it only takes minutes before it to get cold in here again. So this space heater, I mean, I might run it for the rest of the night. I might not turn it off, for the rest of the day. Now that I'm back here at camp, I'm gonna eat this burger. And that noodle salad there, that ham and cheese noodle salad. I'm gonna eat that, and maybe I'll lay down here for a minute and just kind of rest. I've been going all day. We plowed the snow, and time flies when you're out here at camp. And the thing about camp is, compared to your house, is I'm staying busy. I'm cooking dinner on something like that instead of a cook stove. Cleanup is not a snap. I mean, I gotta heat up the water to clean that pan. So I mean, I'm out here. The way it's going on right now is I'm camping, and I mean, yes, I'm driving 7 hours to get here, and Walmart's an hour from here, and I grab what supplies I think I need after a 7-hour trip, and I get here and I forget stuff. If I was out here living, I would have better cleaning supplies, and I'd have more stuff, because I'd go back to town, I'd say I need this, and I'd grab it, and I'd come back and say, okay, I need this, and I'd go get that. I'd be better set up if I was living here. I just spend a couple days at a time, and I'm trying to improve my situation every time. So I am going to get to this burger. I'm hungry. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm just giving you a little update. I am now on the grid technically. Before, my previous videos were all off grid before this. But we are now on the grid. We have electricity going. And I am still cooking with propane, and will probably continue to out here. And as far as heat goes, I might get rid of the space heater and just use the electricity for lights and other things. And I might bring propane heat back. Propane seems to be the warmest, at least for my situation right now with just having an extension cord. But propane on bigger tank. I'd like at least a 20-pound tank or bigger, so I don't have to restart the propane heater and change out the tank while I'm sleeping every night. It'd be nice, to get at least a few days out of it. But so electricity and propane, at least in my situation, both have their ups and downs. I know seems like I'm rambling on here, but I hope somebody learned something. About what's going on with heating this RV and stuff like that, and surviving an Upper Peninsula Michigan winter in a camper. I mean, I'm just up here camping. I've been up here 3 times now in the month of January, and stayed 2 nights each time. So that's pretty good considering how far I have to drive. But I am possibly going to transition into damn near full-time tiny house living, and I'm probably going to document it all through these videos. So we got a lot of drama going on with these cows right now. They're all just kind of standing outside the window. So. All right, well, I've been going for almost 20 minutes. We'll take one more peek out the door here, just to see what the cows are doing in HD, and then I'm gonna let everybody go, and I'm gonna get to my burger. So yeah, the cows have come home. It's a beautiful day out here in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Out here on the farm. Out here in the RV. So this is my back door. I mean, this is literally, we look down, there's the steps. I need a better step. So a lot of stuff still needs to happen. We'll just kind of hand the situation here. The old barn. So all right, folks, YouTube land. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the view. We'll talk to you soon. Adios.